Hello everybody, good day to you all. Today I'm talking about the Umbrella Academy, the Netflix original series. This is season number 2. Now before I get into the details and everything and give my review, I have to let you know right now there's going to be some spoilers. There's going to be a spoiled city right now. So if you don't want to get spoiled, finish watching the season first and then come back. And if you don't mind getting spoiled, keep on watching. But still, come back after you watch the show. Come back. Okay, in this season here, we are pretty much leaving off where we left off last season. They go through because the thing is though, Vanya just pretty much blew up the Earth, the moon, and fragment of the moon crashed into the Earth, and so they managed to teleport back in time. They pretty much tried to stop that from happening and make things right. Turns out they made things worse. Because the thing is though, when they land, they go back to the 60s, but they land in different eras, in different times in the 60s. One landed in 1960, the other one landed in 61, then one landed in 63, and so they're not together. And that when they're not together, they just live their lives. Because they don't know if their brothers and sisters survived, if they're dead, or they went somewhere else, or in a different time period at all. They don't know. They can't find them, so they say, well, we gotta keep moving on. And then so you have number 5. He shows up last. And then he ends up meeting Hazel, who's older now. And then he sees the Russians attacking the United States. And then you see his brothers and sisters beating up the Russians. But they're like, what is happening around here? And then next thing you know, a nuclear bomb comes and wipes them all out. I says, what? What? How did this happen? And then Hazel says, dude, before that happened, dude, you better fix this situation right now. Things are about to get bad. And so Hazel gives him the box. He jumps, and so to save 5 lives, Hazel's get killed. What is going on? What is going on? Then you have what's going on with Vanya. She drops down in all her white garb, gets hit by a car, and she has no idea about her life at all, who she is. Other than her name, she's nothing but a past. And she meets this nice woman with her son, who has autism, but at this time they didn't know what it's called. So they just thought he was just sick. They know he's sick, but they don't know what the problem is. It's not hasn't been diagnosed yet. And also he meets this woman named Sissy, who pretty much is a closeted lesbian. Yeah, who wants to live her life with women, but during this time, well, not pretty much frowned upon. Wasn't accepted as it is today. So she pretty much got married. She did the right Christian thing to do. She got married. She had a son, and so now she's trying to live her life like that. Yeah, until she meets Vanya, and she starts realizing, hey, maybe I don't live this way. Then you have Luther, who's ends up working for Jack Ruby, the same guy who killed Lee Harvey Oswald, the guy who assassinated Kennedy. Why he worked for him, I don't know, but he works for him as an underground fighter, which is insane. Then you have Diego. He's in a mental institution where he meets this girl named Lila because he tried to stop Kennedy from being assassinated, which is stupid because that's part of history. And don't you know, if you mess with history, you can change the future. What are you doing? And so by him trying to pretty much stop Kennedy from being assassinated, and everybody knows Kennedy's about to get assassinated, and he's carrying a bunch of knives. Well, of course they locked him up because he's a nut job. Then you also have what's going on with Allison, since she's a black woman back in 1961. Well, civil rights was starting to get, the movement was going on, and she realizing this is how bad it was, and she's seeing that she went to this restaurant and it said white only. She says, oh no, yeah, and she ends up meeting a guy named Raymond Chestnut, who's part of the civil rights movement, and then end up getting married. Like every time she gets married, huh? Interesting. She's married, and she was married in the present time, and she had to divorce her husband. Well, they were about to get divorced. And also, Vanya always has somebody. She got attached to a crazy nut job serial killer who was up with the family. But this time she got married to a nice woman, but she was married at the time. So their love instincts is not good, or is it? I'm not so sure there, because both of them are happy in a relationship, but at the same time very complicated. Very, very complicated. You have Klaus, who ends up starting a cult, and then realizing that having a cult was kind of messed up, and he ends up abandoning them, or at least trying to, because they find them. And you got Ben looking at Klaus saying, oh, well, I'm so tired of you. If I can leave you, I would. Yeah. But in this timeline, their dad is alive, and also you find out that Grace was actually a real person. She wasn't always a robot. She was a real person. And this is a spoiler right here, straight off the bat. We found out that their dad, Reginald Hargreaves, is not even human. He's an alien, which I did not see coming. The thing is though, I never read the comic book, so I didn't know he was an alien. Maybe I didn't know he was an alien. So when he took off his face and showed revealed and killed all the guys by showing he was an alien, I was just, oh, which explains a lot. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of things went down in this season. A lot of things went down, and you got to see why the end of the world was about to start. And because the thing is though, you have Luther who's thinking that it had to be Vanya going to end the world, and partially it was kind of her that kind of caused the Armageddon, but it wasn't her fault at the same time as well too. See, the thing is though, by them being in the timeline and them trying to get ahead of it, it kind of caused it to happen, because Vanya having an affair with Sissy caused her husband to pretty much call his cop friend to get involved, and then when then because of her using her powers on the cops, it made them think, oh, she's some type of spy, because they don't know where she comes from. There is no way to identify her. She has no ID or nothing. She just came out of nowhere, and so therefore she must. And they also were probably dealing with the Russians during this time as well too. So therefore she's a Russian spy. And when the FBI got involved, and then she spoke a little bit Russian, mostly taught by her dad. She probably made sure she speaking more languages. Bad things happen, and by them questioning her and then drugging her and then electrocuting her, and well, it triggered her powers, and that's, boom, a bomb blows up. Kenny does get assassinated, and then they think the Russians are involved. The Russians said, "What? We ain't doing anything." And then America just said, "Screw you, Russia." Of course you did. And that's, Russia says, "Screw you," and that's war happens, and then they got nukes, and then they start blowing up everything. That's the world turns to crap. So, yeah, oh no. But at the same time, you got to see some cool, right from the start of the first episode, you got to see the cool demonstrations of their powers at the fullest. I mean, you got Diego spinning bullets around and firing people. You got Klaus having a whole ghost army attacking people. You got Ben as the ghost using his tentacles to kill people. You got Anya stopping a missile in her head. I mean, Allison rumoring people to blow their heads up. Like, I just, holy crap. Then you see how it led to this moment and how it got avoided. I mean, this show is crazy. It's weird, crazy reveals. I mean, you had the Time Bureau people who are being run by a goldfish. What? How do you know how to? How do you learn how to talk? How do we get that smart? Why is he smoking? So many questions. But at the same time, I'm thinking this is awesome. We had to see Pongo, before he became Pongo, before he started talking, and how it led to that moment in time. You also got to see this how their dad was how such a good fighter he was, and how he taught his children to be fighters. Because Diego met his dad, and they fought this episode in the season, and he got his butt whooped because he froze. Also seeing how the abuse of their father has given them is still messing them up even to this day, and they had not gotten over it. And then them confronting their dad, thinking they're going to tell him off. Turns out, not so much. They still became like they became little children again with a disappointing father yelling at them, and it just shrunk. I mean, like Luther tried to get information from his father. He got just cut in half. I just like, wow. Diego tried to do the same thing. Not only did he get stabbed, but also put down too. Made him feel small again, to the point where he started stuttering again. I said, oh no. Only person who actually believed him was Grace. Yeah. Which causes her to leave their dad, which is probably why he made a robot in the first place. So sad. Time travel is so weird. It's so weird. I know. Because even though they did fix the problem and they managed to save things in the right direction, it still caused things to go sideways again for the next season. Like, I'm looking forward to seeing that. This season was done so well, and I actually enjoyed this season way more than the first one. Special effects was better. I like how Luther looked. I think his design and the costume was fantastic as well too. It has the funny moments in here as well too, and also cool elements too. Like you have Fi fighting his older self, Fi, both of them going crazy because they're both in the same proximity between one another. But at the same time, you had a cool, like, super speed teleporting fight situation. You also had you had more from the handler, because you found out that Lola, Diego's girlfriend, is actually the daughter of the handler, and she was pretty much, and you see how they became mother and daughter, and while she was like pretty much taken in as her daughter, because she has powers too. She pretty much is rogue. She has the power of anybody who she come in, like, I guess you can say, in vicinity of, and she can use their powers against them. But she only can use one power at a time. But still, it's an awesome power to have. And I kind of thought she had a power, because when she was fighting Five, and then when she kept jumping around, I said, is she teleporting too? Or she's just that fast? Or she got super speed or something? Like, what is going on? She's not normal. You find out what's going on there. And then you have Vanya trying to help out this young boy, Harlan, who's autistic, because she's in a relationship with his mom, Sissy, and he drowns because Vanya said she wanted to leave, so he runs away because he likes Vanya. She understands him, and so by him saving his life and bringing him back, a part of her power got into him, which changed him forever, because it ends with him levitating a little toy duck that he had in his hand. What does that mean? How does that affect the future? What's going on there? I don't know. But overall, this episode was amazing, fantastic, very entertaining, so much fun to watch. I was not disappointed at all. I enjoyed the ending. I want to see how it's going to go from here. This show was just so good. It was just so good. So, I get this whole season a grade. I'm giving it an A. I'm giving it a solid A. But leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought about this season of the Umbrella Academy. Did you enjoy it? Did you have fun watching it? If you haven't seen it, check it out for yourself. I'll take my word for it. Hopefully, you're watching, you would enjoy having fun watching it too. So give my channel a like, the thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel and share. I really would appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to make 100,000 subscribers. I'm on my journey to get there. For all those who have subscribed, I just want to say thank you. Like I always say, in my dreams in real life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, people.